Hi, I'm Ece.
And I'm Heather. Welcome to the latest episode of English as a Singing Language.
Our podcast is dedicated to using songs to learn and practice English pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary.
I think today's episode is focusing on pronunciation, right?
It is. And this song is great for dancing
And singing
and learning English.
That all sounds fantastic.
It does. Let's get started.
Hey, Ece, what are you up to? It looks like you're having a lot of fun.
Remember how I told you that I was training to be an exercise dance instructor?
Yes, I know you've been learning many dances to different songs so that you can teach exercise classes with dancing and music.
That's right. I have practiced a lot, and I am going to teach my first exercise dance class next week.
That's wonderful. You know, singing is my favorite way to learn a language, and dancing is my favorite way to exercise.
Me too. That's why I trained to be an exercise dance teacher. But I really want the class to go well, so I'm practicing the dances whenever I get a chance.
Well, you looked great when I saw you just now. You're teaching next Thursday, right?
Yes, at 7 o'clock at the gym.
I'm definitely going to attend. I'll be your cheerleader.
That would be wonderful. I could use a cheerleader. And speaking of cheerleading, wasn't that the song you were humming just now?
As a matter of fact, it was. I was just listening to OMI's 2014 hit song, Cheerleader.
Maybe I should include cheerleader in my exercise dance class.
You should. It's a really fun song.
What do we know about it?
Well, the singer, OMI, is from Jamaica.
Is that his name? OMI?
OMI is the stage name that he uses for his singing career. His name is actually Omar Samuel Pasley. He included the song Cheerleader on his first album, Me for You.
What kind of music is it?
I would say it's a mix of pop and reggae. He did a remix of the song Cheerleader with a German DJ named Felix Jan.
What is a cheerleader exactly?
Typically, we think of a cheerleader as a person who leads fans in shouting encouragement for a sports team like, "Go team! Score a goal!" But it can also be used to describe anyone who is an enthusiastic supporter of someone or something.
Okay, so when OMI is talking about his cheerleader, who is he talking about?
Well, when talking about this song, OMI has said, quote, "My mom has been my support system from day one. Admiring the type of person she is gives me a sense of what to look for in my ideal cheerleader when the time comes."
Okay, so his mother always supports and encourages him, and he's looking for a romantic partner who will do the same for him. I think that's a terrific idea.
Me too. I definitely think that we all need cheerleaders in our lives to encourage us when we lack confidence or support us when we have doubts.
I completely agree. And it seems like OMI is singing about his ideal supportive partner.
That's what it sounds like. He sings, "When I need motivation, my one solution is my queen, 'cause she stays strong."
She is always in my corner, right there when I want her.
That's a great expression, to be in someone's corner.
That comes from boxing, doesn't it?
Yes, when two people are fighting in a boxing match, they each have a coach or assistant in the corner of the ring who can help them and give them advice in between rounds.
And now we use it to talk about anyone who gives you support or advice.
That's right. And then he sings that other girls are tempting. That seems like a useful word. What does tempting mean?
Something that is tempting is very attractive or appealing. and it's often something that is wrong or inadvisable. Like, on my way here, I passed a bakery that had many tempting desserts in the window.
Ooh, I saw all those cakes and cookies. They were definitely tempting. Maybe we could go get one after we do some dancing.
You might be able to tempt me with that offer.
Okay. What else does he say about his dream partner?
He sings, "She walks like a model. She grants me wishes like a genie in a bottle."
Maybe his expectations are too high? I don't think anybody has the power to grant wishes. I don't know any genies.
Neither do I. Then he also sings, "I'm the wizard of love." So maybe he thinks highly of himself, too.
Maybe. He sounds like he's pretty serious, though. He sings, "Mama loves you too. She thinks I made the right selection."
Now all that's left to do is just for me to pop the question. What does pop the question refer to?
There's only one question that we use pop the question with, and that is the question, will you marry me?
I see. So he's quite serious about this relationship.
It seems so. And do you know what else I've noticed about this song?
Is this something to do with pronunciation?
It is.
It must be the R sound. When OMI sings the chorus of the song, you can really hear the R sound pronounced very clearly.
Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader.
She is always right there when I need her.
Ece, do we always pronounce the R when it's at the end of a word?
Well, you and I are from the northern part of the United States, and most people who grew up speaking English in this part of the country pronounce a strong R sound with the tongue curled back at the end of a word or syllable.
My grandmother was from New York, though, and she didn't pronounce the R the way we do. She would say, "My granddaughter, Heather."
And English speakers in the southern United States don't use the final R sound much either.
Nor do, say, many speakers of English from England. I like the way English people pronounce my name, though. Heather.
Right. There are so many different kinds of English, and this song is a super way to practice words that have that curled R sound. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader.
She is always right there when I need her.
In addition to singing, you can also try to think of sentences or phrases that contain final R sounds. That's another effective way to practice. For example, if I'm talking about our podcast, I can say, "Yesterday, there were 4 more listeners."
That's a good one. Or if I'm talking about my coworker, I can say, "You're a terrific singer, dancer, and teacher."
I'm really glad that you're my cheerleader.
And I'm glad that you're mine. I'm always here for you.
That's good to know. And I'm here for you. You will have to attend my exercise dance class next week. I need you in the front row cheering for me.
I will be right there when you need me.
Sounds good. I think it's time to sing.
It sure is. Don't forget to sing out loud as you listen and focus on those final R sounds.
There is a link to OMI's 2014 song, Cheerleader, in the episode notes.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of English as a Singing Language.
Be sure to check out our website for extra resources like transcripts of the episodes.
You can also follow us on Instagram at Singing Languages. And be sure to subscribe where you listen to podcasts so that you know as soon as the next episode is released.
Until then, have fun and just keep singing.